Welcome to the Unknown Chronicles, where the mirror lies, the shadows whisper, and the price of desire is always deeper than you think. Tonight we peel back the layers of a fear as old as time itself. The fear of fading, of growing old, of becoming invisible. In our endless pursuit of youth, we slather on creams, inject chemicals, and chase miracles. But what happens when the miracle chases you back? What if the fountain of youth didn't grant life, but stole it? Join me now as we step beyond the shimmer of the skin, past the reflection in the glass, and into the dark heart of beauty itself. This is called The Price of Forever, a tale sent to us by Vanessa of Miami and read by your host, Thorn Bloodrose. So smooth on that serum, if you dare. The unknown awaits. Let's step into the darkness.
The price of eternal youth is often far greater than one is willing to pay until it is too late. I always feared aging, the slow, merciless theft of youth, the lines creeping across my face like cracks in porcelain. I had tried every cream, every serum, every so-called miracle elixir that promised to turn back time. Nothing ever truly worked until I found EternaGlow. It was an exclusive brand, whispered about in elite circles, its products only available to a select few. When I received the invitation to their hidden showroom, I knew this was my chance. The saleswoman, an eerily beautiful woman with glassy, too-perfect skin, promised me results beyond anything on the market. EternaGlow doesn't just slow aging, she purred, it reverses it. I started with the night serum. It tingled, almost burned as I smoothed it onto my face. In the morning, my skin looked radiant, like it had been kissed by some divine force. Over the next few days, my fine lines disappeared. My complexion grew impossibly smooth. Strangers stopped me on the street to compliment my glow. I felt invincible. But then something changed. My skin began to itch, a deep crawling sensation beneath the surface. I saw flickers of movement in the mirror, like shadows shifting just beneath my reflection. My hair, once thick and lustrous, began to fall out in brittle clumps. My nails became thin and cracked, my lips dry and splitting as though they had been drained of all moisture. At first I convinced myself it was part of the process, that my body was merely adjusting to something so powerful. But soon I couldn't deny what was happening. My once luminous eyes grew dull, and my skin, though eerily smooth, took on a sickly pallor, almost translucent. The whispers began soon after. Low guttural voices echoed through the night, creeping into my mind even when I was awake. "You took what was not yours," they murmured. "Now we take what you are." Panic set in. I rushed back to EternaGlow, demanding answers. The showroom was gone, vanished as if it had never existed. My calls went unanswered. My desperation grew as my once youthful face started to wither in unnatural ways. My cheeks hollowed, my lips shriveled, my eyes sunken into dark pits. The more I tried to stop it, moisturizing, covering it up with makeup, the worse it got. My hands trembled as I scrubbed at my face. But the damage wasn't just skin deep. Something deeper, darker had taken hold. One night I heard a whisper. A voice, soft and silkily cruel, slithered through my bedroom. "You wanted to be beautiful forever." I turned to the mirror and screamed. My reflection did not move with me. It smiled as I wept. The shadows beneath my skin twisted and writhed, shapes taking form, faces, dozens of them, their hollow eyes and gaping mouths pressed beneath my flesh, trapped and screaming. Then a hand, my own yet not mine, lifted to caress my face in the mirror. It was cold, skeletal, its fingers sharp and too long. "We are you now," it whispered, "and you are us." I clawed at my face, at the product still lingering in my pores, but it was too late. EternaGlow had not given me youth. It had stolen it, And now those who had used it before me lived on, buried inside my skin, their agony forever etched into my reflection. I do not age anymore. I do not sleep. I do not live. I am a prison of beauty, a vessel for the damned. My reflection is no longer mine alone, but a twisted gallery of those who came before. They whisper to me, reminding me that I will never escape. I tried to destroy the bathroom mirror. I shattered it into 1,000 shards, but each broken piece still held my reflection, their faces, their whispers, their torment. They multiplied, watching me from every angle, their smiles stretched in grotesque satisfaction. I ran from my apartment, seeking solace in the outside world, but the glass of every shop window, the shine of every car door, the darkened screen of my phone, they all held my reflection. There was no escaping them, no escaping me. Days turned to weeks, and I became a ghost of myself. I stopped going out, afraid of my own image. The voices grew louder, filling every silence, creeping into my dreams. I don't know where the time has gone. Perhaps it has been months, perhaps years. I am not sure I exist in time anymore. One night, I heard the sound of soft laughter. The mirror in my bedroom, though covered with a sheet, pulsed faintly, as if something inside was breathing. My hands trembled as I stepped closer. I could feel the heat radiating from it, could hear the murmur of the trapped souls. My reflection, or what was left of it, shifted beneath the sheet, pressing against the glass. "Let us in," they whispered. "Let us wear you." I stumbled back, my mind screaming for escape. But escape to where? There was no running from this, no undoing the choice I had made. I had invited this upon myself, willingly embraced a beauty not meant for mortals. Now it was my curse to bear. I then heard a knock on my bedroom door. I stilled. The knock came again, louder this time, more insistent. I held my breath, pressing myself against the wall. The door handle twisted, the wood groaned as something pushed against it. A shadow seeped through the cracks, inky tendrils snaking toward me. "It is time," the voice hummed, familiar yet foreign. It carried the echo of all who had come before me, all who had fallen into EternaGlow's trap. I have run out of time. I do not know what waits for me beyond that door. Perhaps it is the end, or perhaps it is only the beginning. And when you too seek eternal youth, when you reach for that next miracle serum, beware. Because one day you might see me smiling back at you from your own reflection, and by then it will be too late.
Oh, vanity. Such a cruel master. It starts with a whisper, doesn't it? A wrinkle here, a blemish there. A yearning to preserve what time was always meant to take. But beauty, my dear listeners, is never truly free. And when we try to outwit nature, something is always listening. In Vanessa's tale, we saw what happens when desire turns desperate. When the mirror no longer reflects us, but contains us. Trapped, screaming, forever. But the next time you reach for that miracle in a bottle, take a closer look. Not at the label, but at your reflection. If it smiles back before you do, run. This has been Thorn Bloodrose, your guide through the shimmer and the shadows. Thank you for joining me tonight on the Unknown Chronicles. Until next time, sleep deeply, age gracefully, and beware the glow that never fades. Good night, Lance, and don't forget to cover your mirrors, if you can.